Happy 4th of July, Independence Day, yada yada.
National Blow Shit Up Day.
Fireworky stuff. Nothing way too special. We could have done like a big giant video and everything like that, but it's not really necessary. We're here to talk about, on I believe it was July 2nd, they finally released Zod. So this is a kind of an update on the Injustice Gods Among Us game that we talked about during the unboxing good while back. If you guys haven't seen the unboxing, if you're interested, right up there there'll be the Reploidproductions thing. Click that, it'll lead you to our other videos, and you can check out the channel, and that's in there, so you can kind of go catch yourself up if you care to. Or there's other videos, of course, because we make videos. So very first thing, just talking about the characters that were released. We'll go in order. Very first person was Lobo.
Didn't really care for him too much.
You didn't like Lobo?
Not really.
No.
I mean, it was kind of neat that, you know, if you sat there and was able to knock someone away and they were getting up, you could quickly load your shotgun thingy with a special round, but it only works once. It's like, because I kept sitting and hitting the circle button to use his ability,
okay,
and I thought it was going to keep stacking, but it didn't.
Yeah, but see, no, it doesn't stack. He's a lot like the Green Arrow, except it's just, you know how he loads it? Well, the Green Arrow has the same thing. If you're not used to using the Green Arrow yet, where Green Arrow, he's always shooting the green arrows. If you were to hit like down to back in the arrow, he'll tap that back, like push a button on the quiver. And then he'll get ice arrows or lightning or fire, and it changes what he gets. And Lobo's kind of like that. I was surprised they picked him in the first place.
Really?
Well, he's kind of, to me, he's an obscure villain.
He is.
The main man is kind of an obscure villain.
He's not so main.
Yeah, I was say you can't really call yourself that.
Well, and then he's not even really a villain half the time. So I don't know.
No, he's a merc.
Hunter. Yeah, he's a bounty hunter.
Just random.
Okay.
But they got Killer Frost in it. So
He's got the killer. Okay, he's got the. I like what his special's pretty cool. He gives you the finger and whatnot. That's pretty sweet.
Runs you over with a space motorcycle.
Yeah,
because it's from space.
Let's not get the Team 4-star references going.
Really? Because I can keep going.
I know you can. But really, for him,
there's not much.
I didn't like him.
I thought you were using him pretty good.
He's an interesting character. He's an interesting choice. Was it the best?
Dude.
No.
Dude, well, being
was
here
it alright? It's better than one of the other characters.
Being here at Reploidproductions, people get a grading system. It's out of 5. What's your opinion with him?
I'll give him a 3. He's pretty average. Basic? He's pretty basic. All he is really just an interesting character.
2.
Oh, come on.
2!
I don't like him.
Man.
He's better than Bane.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you saying that he did well against you, you picked Bane.
And
that's not even a fair comparison. You should pick a good character and watch as you rock him.
That's true.
Because anybody can be. Who's the worst character in the game? Besides Bane, who's the next worst character? Someone who's
Doomsday.
No. Doomsday's really good.
For me, it's Doomsday. Oh, wait, no. No, there's one character I hate playing worse than Doomsday, and that's the stupid Green Lantern.
I don't know, I tried to play a Shazam
Green Lantern
for like 2 minutes,
is...
Okay, no. We're going to end up on a tangent here and take... Look, we're just... DLC is what we're doing tonight. We'll do a full update discussion if that's what it leads to. No.
So DLC. Just talking about, what are you grading Lobo on, though? We're just doing... playability or like
basically
playability
really. It's playability, what you think, like was he a good choice, all the factors go into it.
A 3.
I'm going to say he's about a 2.5. I'm not quite happy with him, but he's a fairly basic character.
So he sits about 2.7-ish total.
So if we move on from Lobo, the next person that came out
the best
was
of the 4.
Batgirl.
Hands down, probably the coolest character they actually threw in out of the DLC for this season.
Her special's not bad either. And
she's full of awesome. She looks really good. I was wondering what design they were going to go with. And especially with Batgirl, she's had so many incantations. And I knew they were going to use Barbara, but I didn't know if it was going to be like kind of looking at Batman, they kind of went with a DC 52 kind of look.
But it looks really good.
Well, but what I'm saying is that the Batman in this game is kind of based on DC 52 mixed with the Batman that we see from the movies today. He was kind of like a breed between the two. Like
you're meaning the Dark Knight Batman, right? Not the Tim Burton Batman. You said
I
from
just
the movies.
said today.
Yeah.
Movies that we see today.
I still watch the Tim Burton Batman.
Just on like TBS? I don't know. It just comes on TV like, oh, hey.
You just blew my mind. You fucking kidding me here?
Well,
yes, I am.
You weren't.
Since I just used Batgirl, and I have to say I enjoy her special, because her special is unique compared to everyone else, because you got to jump to do it.
Yeah, the jump it catches people off guard because 90%.
Especially someone like me, who's always jumping with characters.
I don't think there's a single guy in the game that doesn't have a move that's specifically designed to take you out of the air. Yeah. So a lot of people are jumping and using those type of moves anyway, and then she specifically has
really
that type of
difficult to
attack.
get it off with, but when you do...
No, I think it's easier, because a lot of the times people are expecting you to jump around.
Yeah, and when you jump,
guess it does make sense.
Superman's going to go up to grab you.
Right.
And you're going to be like, oh, special in your face.
That's true. So yeah, she actually has a little bit of advantage then.
With the other new character we haven't mentioned yet, run at you, and then he did it to me, so... I mean, it's
look, with me, I feel like she's the best thing we've seen. I can't say she's a perfect character. She's still a switch hit character, and I don't care for those where she's got the one attack and then she'll do like that and she'll change and have a different couple accesses.
But she's better than the others.
She's sweet.
Well,
I'm going to say 4.5. I don't like that she's a switch hit character, but at the same time, she's a combo maniac.
You know, the switch hit doesn't bother me that much, but it is a slight problem. Other than that, she's basically probably the best well-rounded character and probably the best character out of the game. I'm going to give her a 4.9. She's probably the closest to a perfect character we're going to get.
Oh yeah, 5.
Jesus.
I think she's really good.
A 4.5 it as well, yeah, I'll do that.
So
she's sitting at about 4.7 somewhere.
Yeah, she's sitting around 4.7. She's a great character.
We then got something that
a lot of people were on the fence about, some were raging about, and some were really happy about.
Look, I was raging. I knew from day one that one of these Mortal Kombat characters were going to sneak their way into my DC game, and I realized that they made the game. Don't misunderstand me, but it felt wrong to even imagine that one of the Mortal Kombat guys were going to make it into this game. Like, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
But Scorpion was added as our third person of the season.
And really, out of all of the Mortal Kombat characters we could have got,
that's true.
Scorpion is probably the best one.
Scorpion's always kind of been that fanboy following from the Mortal Kombat, though. You knew he was going to... If they were going to pick somebody, it was going to be Scorpion.
Yeah.
I think he has the largest fan base.
Should have been Sub-Zero. Sorry.
If it wasn't Scorpion,
they're probably going to come out with a costume to switch him to Sub-Zero.
Even if you say something like that, though, Scorpion
the ninjas were always the coolest.
That's not what I mean. I mean, if they were going to pick one character, he has the largest following in the Mortal Kombat fan base, easily.
I agree with you.
There's just no denying it.
I think it should have been Stryker.
Like, Sub-Zero is cool. What?
Yeah.
You're a fool.
He could spin his hat for a special, and that's it. And
this is why we don't have you on the show half the time. Get back to producing. Get back to running the website.
How awesome would it be for Cabal to just run by you real quick? And
Cabal might have been cool, though.
Yeah, right. Cabal would have been cool.
He might have been cool.
But not Stryker. No, I'd rather see Jax.
He could have ran against the Flash, and they collide, and then a nuclear explosion happened. Yeah, I mean, it could have been epic.
Well, like, going into Scorpion, I gotta say, he's very good.
He looks awesome.
He
looks amazing.
He looks like a badass.
He's close to being exactly what Batgirl is. Like, they both came in arms swinging. He has really decent attacks. He doesn't feel cheap. Like, I was scared he was going to get that come here, and then you were going to be stunned, and he was going to get to go into...
And do whatever you want.
Combo?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he automatically
Punches,
does flaming uppercut and launches you back.
Which I'm okay with. I'm happy
Which
about
is
that.
way
because
better.
It stopped him from being too cheap.
Yeah.
He still has the teleport punch, and it works well.
His,
He has like a fire
Ultra,
thing that hits you from the ground. It's
Screw
basically
your
like
fire
a trap.
thing.
That thing he's always had. He's always. I mean, he got that in recent Mortal Kombat games. He's also got a flaming, like backwards kick.
Yeah, he's got
that
he's
kick
got the
that he does.
backflip kick that's
That's
on
pretty
fire.
sweet.
Just about everything he does has a real purpose.
I like
though.
his-
He doesn't have moves that feel wasted.
I like his special.
Right,
His Ultra is freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's amazing looking, I think, but once you're done with the shock value of it, look, I got
You
hit
get
by
like once or twice use out of it on one person, and then it's done though.
Yeah, I got hit by it like maybe 3 times, maybe 4. And then I went down to Spencer's, and he went to do it, and instantly it just clicked in my head like, I'm looking at him. Hold towards your enemy. Just walk towards him. Every time he does the special, walk towards him, you'll never get hit. You'll never get hit. They'll never land that special. Walk towards him.
Yeah. But so, what do you think? What grade?
I think because he's a trick character, like I said, that special, you're going to have to get the timing down on that special. You're going to have to be tricky as shit.
Yeah.
Because once they understand that all they got to do is be moving towards you to never get hit by it,
You're never
that
gonna land it.
cripples that part of the character.
Yeah, you just gotta wait till they're doing some attack or something.
And this game's very important that you be able to use those attacks. Like, this game is not one of those games, it's not Street Fighter. You're not going to pull off combos, you're going to use specials. That's the way the game is designed. So, the fact that he's kind of tricky, like he has the teleport punch and the teleport special attack and things like that, and those are real easy to see coming after a while, I think he goes down to a 4. I don't feel he's as good as Batgirl, because Batgirl comes at you, she's direct, but because she's not tricky, you've got to constantly be on your guard, and I think that people are more prone to learn her combos and be more extreme with her than they are with somebody that understands, well, I'm going to go in and do a couple punches, then I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to teleport punch. And after a while, you catch on to those people and they're a joke. They kill themselves because
Really
they're too
quick.
busy trying to trick you.
Right.
So I have to give him a 4. I
That's a
take
good
him down.
You know, I'll agree with that. A 4 is still a really good score for him, so I'll do that also because he's not as well-rounded as Batgirl, but he's still freaking sweet.
He is sweet.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. I hate the fact that he's in the game. Fucking hate it to death.
Yeah.
Yes, but even though we
Just-
hait it,
It could have been anybody
he's still
else,
pretty
like,
sweet.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I would have rather seen, like, you know,
Right.
Red Hood, Black Mask,
Well, we're not there yet.
but yeah.
Well, I only used them once. And my experience with him, I really can't give a grade yet.
Yeah.
He looks cool. Moving on.
You
Yeah.
fought Regime
So,
Psycho
my
Superman.
grade is...
Question
none.
mark.
Question
Okay,
mark.
all right. I'll give you that. Cause
He is not
Yeah,
applicable
destroyed,
for
yeah.
this.
I got screwed.
Yeah.
You got boned on.
I don't want to give him a high score because he shouldn't be in the game. How about a 4 is fine? 4 is fine for me.
All
I
right.
don't
He
want to
was
give him a
badass.
high
I
score.
would give him a high
Let's
score.
not give this
No,
mother
I
a
was-
high score.
great.
Give that man a 4.
I'll tell you what, after playing with them, I was like, holy shit, this guy is fucking the best dude I've tried so far.
He's
It's
really,
the best
really
guy.
good.
The flat out best.
That's
So I was like,
it
you know,
almost bothered me that he
Yeah,
was
and
so good.
it's
Y'all
annoying
give him
that
a
he is.
4, and then people watching this and be like, he
So-
must,
so this guy
It's
gets
like,
a 4.
you hated on this guy so much. Why did you give him a 4? Because he's
so
that
far-
cool.
So
Yeah.
far, the way this is going is Batgirl, then Scorpion,
and then
Lobo. Now, the last guy, the season finale. For all the people that bought the Season Pass 2 is now uploaded, and you can buy that and enjoy another season. But let me explain it this way. Getting Zod was like if you were to watch Fringe, and you waited anxiously for the final part, the last season finale, the final season. You were looking forward to it, and the last episode was they go to Hardee's and they have a Coke, and they had to pay a dime for a refill.
Oh man!
That
Holy
is
shit.
That's the surprise
Yeah.
that you waited for.
I
Zod-
still watch it.
Zod was
Yeah,
just...
and then later
yeah,
you'd
you'd
be
watch
like-
it, and then, man, series finale was awesome. They went to Hardee's, and
No,
then...
you wouldn't.
Wait.
You'd be like, it sucked. I love that show. I love the game, but he is, dude.
Yeah.
Zod was bad.
He's like the last episode. No,
He's like
he's
the
like
last.
the middle episode of Berserk where the girl rides the horse.
Oh,
and you
God.
fall asleep.
I did fall asleep. I fell asleep watching that episode. It
It's a terrible episode. It's a terrible. It slows down the entire.
But
anime.
the ending is not much better,
You
so
know
we
what?
can still put him in that too.
Yeah, that's
you know
where
what?
Zod
No.
goes.
This is what I would rather do than play as Zod ever again in Injustice. I would rather someone come up with a video response to this and take every single moment of Min-Mei bitching, whining, or moaning all throughout the entire Robotech series,
Don't
put it
don't
into
video
one
response
compilation,
that.
send that to me, and I will watch that for 3 hours
No,
before I play Zod again.
Never seen. No comment.
no,
I don't think Zod.
I would rather do
No.
that.
Never seen
No.
Robotech.
no,
Oh, man.
dreadful.
Watch Robotech, it's actually good.
no.
I liked Robotech.
You don't watch Min-Mei bitch.
No, you don't have to watch Min-Mei bitch, you can fast forward through those parts.
Man, wow.
You'll lose about,
Here's my
good
problem.
20 minutes.
Here's my problem.
He's cocky.
Well, okay, I think
It's
okay,
Zod!
when we were playing it, I think that Greg said it best of all.
Yeah.
He seems to be like a fan service character. Like, there's
sure.
Neil before Zod. I win. I always win.
Unless I lose, not.
Unless I lose.
Like,
Damn.
every line he says is quite literally, every single line he says is stolen directly from the 1978 friggin' Donner movie.
You know, I really wish there was one line in there out of that entire thing, though.
What I do now, I do for the sake of the people of the world. But there is one man here on earth who will never kneel before you.
Who is this imbecile?
Who is this imbecile?
I
Would've been
haven't
awesome.
played it long enough.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
if you
might-
select
yeah.
Superman and him,
Yeah.
you don't know.
That's true. Well, some of the characters do talk back and forth,
Like,
don't they?
I'm telling you, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of him,
He's a gimmick.
they turned him into like this. He's always got his hands behind his back, and they already have a character like this that's real stuck on himself and everything. Only there's a difference. He doesn't suck. Sinestro.
Sinestro is amazing.
Yeah. He's all about. He's always got his arm up, and he's like, I look down my nose at you. And it doesn't he?
You will fear me whether you like it or
And
not.
even when he defeats you, he's like, you will submit.
Yes, just stay out there.
Like
I'll
different
get to you
things like
later.
that. So
He's
they
a gentleman.
already have that character in the game,
Right.
but he's good. And then they took the same concept
Yep.
and they gave him poopy moves. Like, first off, why does Zod need a fucking gun?
Yeah, I don't know. That
Because
was weird too.
Two guns!
I
Because
yeah,
Zod-
yeah.
Because
Gun.
with super strength, it's not enough. A gun will solve
You
your
must
problem.
use plasma pistol.
One move he shoots a bolt with it, and then a different gun shoots a laser. But then that same gun that shot the bolt, he like hits you with it. That's a
Yeah.
move. Like
One
why
of
would
the
Zod
three
hit
gun
you with
attacks.
a gun?
One of the
I mean,
one of the blasts he shoots
Wait,
at you.
wait.
Shoots like,
Rifle butt?
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
goes-
even get to use that move.
Well, no one ever did. It always started to come out, and then we always punched him in the face or something. I mean, but it always
one of the
Oh.
gunshots was
Even
like a
his normal,
sphere.
and his combos are real, like, awkward. Like, he
are.
doesn't feel right.
The sphere gunshot, you
It
see
feels
it coming.
forced. It feels forced. And, like, I bet when you go to the practice, I'm sure that, like, you got to memorize those
Right,
combos.
and then
That's
link
not
it
a
all together.
natural thing.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't
he's
natural
so
at all.
awkward.
Yeah.
Well, there is one
And
other
then
thing.
his special.
right.
His special is a jump move. You have to be jumping at him or very close.
Right.
Otherwise, he misses you. Because Superman goes, ugh, and he comes at you. He goes up here.
Yeah.
So stand there in front of him.
Right.
Super.
If you're at least two
Oh,
full
there goes
bodies
Zod.
away from him, he'll go
Yeah,
up,
'cause I
miss
missed,
you,
yeah.
and then land in front of you for you to defeat him.
Yeah. Well, and then if you even talk about what he actually does in his special move, I mean, all that fan service, and then he just
punches
the guy through the moon.
He
and
chucks
then
you,
lasers
punches
to
you
the
through
ground.
the moon,
The
and
first
drops
time
you.
I seen it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, right.
But
I mean,
for some reason, by the 5th time I'd seen it, I was like, this is old. I'm still not tired of Superman hitting people out of the atmosphere
And then popping
hitting
them
people
back down.
in.
But
For some
Zod is
reason-
kind of like a fucking copy because
Yeah.
he takes you to the moon. Now he doesn't throw you into the moon. He takes you into the moon.
Right.
Comes out and then bronzes
But
you
So
back
at
down.
that
But
point,
something
then he's
got-
just more like Doomsday.
But for some reason, something got really
Because Doomsday will bash you all the way through
But I
the
still
earth.
like seeing Doomsdays.
Yeah.
Like I've only
It's more
seen
epic,
Zod's.
like,
I've only seen Zod's attack like 5, maybe 6 times, and I'm tired of it. Like it sucks.
Well, we
I
got-
could still watch Batgirl, which is the character I use the most, where she throws that thing on your chest. She's like, "Hold that for me." And she jumps up on a bow. Like I could still watch that and be like, "I got you." And then like for Zod's, I'm just like, "Come on,
Hurry
go
up.
back down to the earth." Like,
It's
why
lame,
is that?
you know,
Like,
yeah.
maybe that's it. Maybe it's just so lame. Like, they
Well,
could have done so much more.
There's one other thing before we get into the
And
ratings.
why does he look like that?
oh,
other
the
than
look.
that-
We didn't even talk about how he
Of all the
looks.
things you could have
Oh
picked
my
from,
God.
all the different looks that he's had over the years with the...
He's
Like,
bald.
he's had a lot of different looks in the
Yeah.
comics over the
But
years.
I don't even
I
know.
would have
I don't even
actually
know where this
tried
one
to go
came
for the
from. I'm
new
trying to
one.
think of all the Cause
He's not
from
from,
the
a
movie.
movie. He's not from a movie, and he's not
No.
from one of the cartoons.
Yeah, he's not from the old version of Lex Luthor. I don't even know what he's from. I don't even know.
Maybe
gotta
it's
be
just some
like,
random
super,
concept that they
Yeah, I
came
don't
up
know,
with.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, because they
I
do
think he
show
looks-
some
he
of the
looks-
concept art that you can unlock in
Alright,
the game
that's right.
anyway.
So
Because
maybe
he
it's
looks
on there.
dumpy.
He does.
Just
Yeah.
outright dumpy. He's a friggin' derp character.
Yeah.
Derp.
Even worse than Man-Face Wonder Woman.
Yes, I would
man.
honestly say
No, I just wanted you to say that
he
first.
disturbs me more than
Man-Face
Man-Face
Wonder
Wonder Woman.
Woman.
Yeah. She's
I
got
think
quite
any,
a
I think
face.
any man-faced
But-
woman is just frightening to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, the first time I turned the game on and she turned around like, ah! I was like, holy shit!
You're like, whoa.
So you're.
I remember you just like this. I'm like, what the? Oh God!
I
Yeah.
don't understand. You
This
know,
is
Why
not
does she
comic
look
accurate.
like that?
No,
joke.
it was not.
no offense. I rather be
They have
near
pictures of her
a
in
bald
the
guy.
game.
It
And
looks
you're like, okay, if she was supposed to look like that, you messed something up.
Yeah, somebody was like, I got a joke for you, fucker.
He's like, oh, you guys like Wonder Woman, huh? Just move
Yeah.
that over there. Oh wait,
Look,
hold on, wait.
I
Superman,
realize-
copy paste.
I realize she's supposed to be an
There.
Amazon. She's
Yeah.
supposed to be this big, like, she's supposed to be a big, strong woman. Even if that means giving her muscle tone, she could have still been sexy in the way that
Right,
Cammy is sexy, and she's actually
All
built.
muscle.
Yeah, she has no problems with killing you.
But then, okay, or even like for just to reference another version of Wonder Woman that I've seen, she wasn't completely unattractive in say the New Frontier, the Justice League movie
Yeah.
New Frontier, and she was bigger than Superman, but she was still a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did
One
in this
of the,
game.
One of the new costumes.
And still, this dude is derpier than that.
Yeah.
Derpier.
Let's get back
He
to
just
what
comes
this is
out of there.
about, is how
That's,
derpy this guy
dude, he
is.
comes out and he's like, derp, 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 derp.
Yeah.
Now all I had to do is just give him the derp eyes as one of his DLC costumes,
Yeah.
and it'll be complete.
As you can tell, this is gonna be fun rating.
Kneel
So-
before
no.
derp.
But before we even get to the ratings, there's one last thing we gotta discuss.
Yeah.
You actually mentioned it earlier. No, I mean not here, but while we were discussing Zod, before we actually started filming, they programmed Zod wrong. He's always
Oh,
jumping.
Oh, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Something
I wanted
is
to put
wrong
that
with,
in, too.
Yeah, something's wrong with Zod's design. I realized that when I'm just standing there. Okay, Batman. This is how I figured it out. Batman has 2 grapples. Everybody
The
should know
straight
this by
shot
now.
and the shoot you out of the air one.
Okay, now, if you go stand in front of Batman with Harley Quinn or somebody like Catwoman, somebody like that, he'll shoot and it'll go up. And he's the same size as they are, but he'll miss. For some reason, when he shoots the thing that goes up, if Zod is standing there, it hits him automatically lifts him into the air as if you were jumping, and then he's like, get down here. And I'm like, I never went up there. Like, there's something wrong with the way that they did him. Like,
So
he's
either
always,
it's bad programming, which they'll probably fix, hopefully,
it's
swiftly.
like the way he stands automatically counts as him always jumping or something.
Well, it's a fact that this DLC's been out for 2 days now, because it's July 4th. It came out the 2nd. They didn't come up with the patch for that yet.
No, but maybe they wanted to.
Because that's a character
Maybe there's
breaking.
I don't know.
Thing
I don't know
right
what's going on.
Maybe that's what they wanted to do.
But that is weird.
You know, like in other fighting games, if a character's like not normal, like the hits don't hit him the same. So like maybe they wanted him to be partly floating, so that way.
But he's not floating.
Combos will
He's
hit
Yeah,
him.
but see, like,
But
but
in the
that's
mechanics,
but
he could be floating,
Superman,
even though he's not
Superman is
floating.
literally never
Superman
on the
is never on the
ground.
ground.
Superman
And that
floats.
thing will miss him.
Yeah, and that's
It's like
why I'm saying
Superman
maybe,
floats, Sinestro floats, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, he floats.
Green Lantern
floats.
Right.
Zod walks and goes, pop! Oh, damn, it hits me in the face. What? All these guys are like, man, I don't need to touch the ground. I'm just
Look,
going to float here.
I'm going to tell you right
missed.
now, this dude, from me,
Poops McGee.
Derp McDerpinson.
Yeah.
He's
Derpier than dirt fish.
he gets 1.5 derps out of great derps.
And derps are worth half a point. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him 1. Just because of the kneel before Zod.
Man.
That's it. Other than that, I think he's garbage.
You giving him a 0?
I didn't like
you
him at all.
really dislike
Wow.
this guy.
So 1.51, 0.
Look, I could do like a 2 or a 2.5, but only because they like tried with the guy, and some of his stuff.
No, they didn't.
Because he can eye laser the ground, and then you hold it, and then it can explode.
I'll kind of give him
and then
that.
you can
He's
ice
kind
breath
of a
and hold it, and it freezes.
He's like
I
a
mean,
trap character.
No, he has. I think he's kind of a mix. He seems to be a
Yeah.
trap assault character, but the problem with his assaults are where most assault characters will push you back, or at least trap you in a combo.
Right.
He'll be like 1, 2, 3, and blow your feet, and you'll fall, and that takes you out of his combo, and it also kills the possibility of him juggling.
Right.
Which so his combos done.
That's what you think he is. I just thought he's a guy who couldn't aim.
Yeah, he couldn't aim,
I am
huh?
Zod.
Well-
There's your toes.
Well, and then he does have that move where he pulls like that demon thing
From the Phantom
from the
Zone.
Phantom Zone.
See, now that
and
thing
then
looked like it
I had
had.
it grab him, and
See,
then
that
it
thing
pulled him
actually,
in, and
I don't know,
then-
When you
looks cool.
attack,
Yeah.
it attacks with you.
Which is probably a big part of his entire
sure,
fighting
right.
style.
Because I'm sure after you blow the other feet from under them, that thing
Oh,
can be
wait.
hitting them so they
It
don't
should
fall. I
be.
don't
It
know.
should be known to any hardcore
Yeah.
fans out there that are like really big into going into practice and spending 5 hours on a character. All we really do is play the verses. I don't get way too in depth with the game. This is my general understanding of what I've seen that either irritates me or pleases me.
Right.
Same.
And so far,
Because, yeah, it could all have a purpose, but, I mean, I don't really want to even spend time finding it out. It was so crappy. I don't want to try.
so
I mean,
far,
I
going
agree.
across the
That's it.
scores that we've got,
Yeah.
it's somewhere in the realm of
1.25-ish.
Something some shitty like that.
this. I'd say
Because of the
at
0.
My zero
That
really
negates
brought
the
it.
2.
I'd say at the very most, you're probably right. I'd say that Zod earns a whopping
1.25.
1.25 derps out of Herp Derp.
So
Yeah.
Zod, kneel before our low score.
Look,
Who is this imbecile? Oh, that's Derpy McDerpinson.
now to
From,
close this
from the
off,
Derp sector?
to close this
From
off,
Planet
let's not
Herptop.
get to close this off. Let's not get way too into it because I need something we can post.
Oh,
4th of
we don't
July.
need to do that.
Yes, I do. Everybody, I guarantee 4 more characters. There's 4 open slots on the deal still.
One of them, I
On the
think, has
board.
already been confirmed.
Of course, everybody remembers, at least I believe, that when we were first shown this game, we were promised 10 download characters. The first season pass gave us 4 characters. The second season pass cost the same amount of money. I refuse to believe that they're giving us a discount. It's going to be 4 more characters, and then we'll figure out if they do anything else from there. So, there's 4 of us. Not who's guaranteed? We know that Martian Manhunter is going in, and we know everybody knows that Darkseid's going to be in this game.
Well, we also know that
They already have his whole.
no more Batman Batman universe characters are coming in as characters.
They said that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
they got a lot of them. They
if
should probably
each of
calm
us was
down.
able to add one guy to that roster, who you bringing in?
Do we have to pick villain or hero?
Doesn't matter.
Whoever
There's
you want.
both in the game.
Whoever you want. Whoever you want in the game.
Go ahead, guy.
Reverse Flash.
Fuck, you took like the one dude I fucking. that would be my dream right there.
Professor
I played that
Zoom?
dude, Professor Zoom, no matter what.
I'm a-
If he
my-
fucking-
my-
I
he could
actually,
suck
I
so
actually
bad, I
say,
wouldn't even
I
care.
say that's
Yeah.
That would
Professor
be pretty
Zoom.
sweet.
Professor Zoom is an absolute must for a
Yeah.
game like this. I think he'd be
The
great.
reason why I say that is because anyone who knows me knows that the Flash is my favorite DC character, and he don't really have any villains in this game that are his own villains.
That's true. He doesn't have any.
Like,
of his
I look at all the
rogues.
villains and
Nobody.
like, well, you're Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're all together, they're considered your villain. But
Yeah.
his villains are not in the game.
That's because his rogues gallery is
Yeah.
kind of poopy. If you
But
want the
They're
truth.
kind of
Reverse Flash would really be.
Now he's
Okay,
kind
yeah.
he's one of those guys that's kind of crossed into being a pain in the ass for many characters
Yeah,
over
true.
the years. So I got I say okay, that's good. I'll say yeah. I'd give my thumbs up to letting that guy in. Who's next?
That's true.
Would
Mm.
you not-
I am so
somebody else,
sorry,
or-
Greg. Give me some time to think.
Okay, fuck. Superboy. Sorry, yeah, Superboy.
Superboy.
Damn!
In a way, I'm kind of into that. Like, here's the reason I would say Superboy, and Superboy has one major difference that would make him not a copy of Superman. One, he'd be a little weaker,
Yeah.
which is going to be good. He wouldn't be as fast, or maybe he would start off powerful, and maybe they would actually take
Yeah,
a little bit of his
probably.
stats as he went. But what he'd get, he has the telekinetic bursts
Yep.
that
Oh,
Superman
yeah.
cannot use, which gives him a different type of range.
Yeah, and different powers altogether.
Yeah.
You could make rocks float and throw them at him. And
So
shit. Yeah, you could do it.
that could really make his
Yeah.
specials and things like that very differentiating from Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, Superboy, unlike Superman, tends to keep his feet on the ground.
Right.
So he'd be a standing,
yeah.
more like boxing frontal character.
Instead of fly, grab, throw.
So I think Superboy would be sweet.
Well, we got
That's what
two
I'd go
good.
for.
We got two good characters.
Go ahead.
Just happen to be like two of my favorite in the whole thing that aren't missing. Yeah, so we're good.
'Cause I'm still debating
I'm
on
good on
two
it.
right now, so.
I had one more, but I already talked to you about who I would like to see in the game. But I already picked mine, so let's hope that you pick the one I'm thinking.
Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Joke. Okay.
Here's-
Gold boost.
This
Booster
is
gold,
this is
sorry.
where I've got a couple people that I would love to see, and two of them are really obscure, and two of them are awfully basic.
Like who?
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them out. Whichever one you guys think would be the best, go ahead and let me know. First, I'll start with my cliches. Supergirl Season 5.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
I was gonna name
Supergirl.
Supergirl, but I was wondering in the game.
I was actually going to
haven't
say
played that
Power
much,
Girl.
But how many people are Superman in that
Power
game?
Girl
Just
is my
Superman, right?
favorite of all the super characters,
Doomsday?
but
'Cause he's not Superman.
terms
She's
of-
just Superman,
Superman's
just
Zod.
female.
in terms of her
Zod.
coming into this
Yeah,
game,
Zod's-
You
I
gotta
don't
fix that.
I don't see them ever adding Power Girl into a game like
Right.
this, so I'm not even putting it out there. But Supergirl, I feel, is a possibility. That's why I bring her up. The next person I would have to mention that sits on that cliche line, it's Firestar. They've got
Starfire.
Starfire. They've almost
Firestar.
got every single Titan anyway.
Oh yeah,
True.
you know,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
talked about
They could have
this.
Beast Boy in there. That'd be pretty.
Beast
sweet.
Boy would probably be
Add
kind
both
of cool
of them,
too.
Beast Boy, Starfire.
But
just call
Starfire
it
would be
a day.
actually kind of nice to have.
Starfire I'd actually like more than Beast Boy, because Beast Boy I fear would be...
A switch character.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
they
Well-
make his circle button like a different animal, and then it would
Yeah.
be just like Batman. The Batman calls down the three bats, and then if he trips awkwardly, like if he accidentally walks and his foot touches his other foot, the bats go away. Like that. that's what I worry about.
Yeah.
Like, now my two obscurities. My first obscurity is gonna be off the wall. I want Swamp Thing.
Yeah, nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
Swamp
I
Thing
can picture
is...
him being in there.
He's a forgotten monster. He controls
forgot
all
about him,
form
crazy
of
in that.
plant life on the planet. Now, not like Poison Ivy that's kind of like, I grew these vines.
Right.
If there's a blade of
There's another
grass on the planet, on the other side in China, and you kill him, if that grass still remains, he's alive.
That's bogus, but awesome at the same
Yeah.
time.
He is,
good.
and
Die!
in the brightest day, he became the White Lantern. Swamp Thing was the White Lantern. Out of all the DC characters that could have been picked in all the fucking
Well,
realm,
he's invincible basically as long as there's
he
some form of plant
he can
life.
walk into your front yard, and even though he's already monstrous and powerful and punching Solomon Grundy knockout in one hit, that's how strong he is. On top of it, while he's fighting you, like, your two friends come up and he's like, nope, and all the grass
Yeah,
in the
nope.
area can, like, circulate the mud and get the concrete and become
Yeah.
a living golem
You know, you're
of the
talking
earth.
about-
And,
Yeah. You know, you're talking about
That
like,
is
magic
so
stuff
sweet!
now.
like, he
John
is one of those...
Constantine should be in this
He's
game.
one of those characters
Oh,
that's
Constantine?
been...
He's huge right now.
Swamp Thing is one of
Yeah.
those characters that's been forgotten over the years.
I
And to
forgot
put him in a
he's DC.
game like this,
Yeah.
with, like, he might be kind of slow, but give him
Yeah,
things
but-
like trap roots and things like that to
Yeah.
make up
He
for
could
it.
be good. He could.
And I really feel like he's one of those characters that would be interesting.
Plus,
That
it's
would
a
be
darker universe, and you could fit his story in because he has to survive till the end. So.
My
Yeah.
most awkward,
Yeah.
obscure character that I would want
Mhm.
in this game is Ragman.
Really, he's awesome.
Really.
Ragman is the shit.
Who the hell is
Okay.
Ragman?
Alright.
Yeah, I don't
Ragman
know.
works like
That would
this.
be awesome in that game. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
to
Was he
have
do
Ragman.
ragdoll
No,
everywhere?
No. Ragman is insane.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. If I was Ragman and you were my enemy, I defeat you.
Okay.
Now, to keep you from doing evil, I need to make sure you're gone. I take your very soul, turn it into a patch, like a badge of honor. I add it to my cloak or my skin. And that patch gives me all of your strength, all of your wisdom, all of
Yeah.
your abilities.
Yep.
I move
Jesus
forward. You are
Christ!
dead.
Yeah, so when he has his, he's got
That man is
thousands
not
of,
a hero!
When you
Yeah.
see him,
He's like,
when you
yeah.
see him,
Heroes
he's insane.
don't kill
no,
people.
you gotta. The guy is wild.
He
like
is
he's a
wild.
real dark Batman-esque type
Yeah.
of character. His cloak is created. It's all different types of patches, and his skin is all different kinds of patches. And he's slowly migrated from like this gray area to being more of a hero class,
Yeah.
but he's still a very obscure character.
because
And-
To
what he
more
does,
of like
He
the
has-
Punisher
He
thing
has
going
thousands upon thousands of of abilities, because as he's defeated people, if Nick knew MS-DOS, now I do.
Yeah.
Does he get their
And if
weaknesses
he wants
too?
to, no, but if he wants to like lift a
on. MS-DOS is the best thing you can come up with.
Yeah. He-
Then I can't use this damn computer! Hold on a second!
Stupid ones and
Nick!
zeros!
Nick, come here! Ah,
Does he get their?
there we go! I can program anything!
Does he get their weaknesses too?
no.
No.
Actually, yeah, that was
But he can
actually my
call-
next question.
He can call on all their strength at once, so there's not one guy at a time. So like, if he wants to lift a car, he's like, "All 1,000 of you help me out," and then
That's
Yeah, and then he's just
He
like,
is
"Oh."
Legion!
yeah,
He is awesome.
He
He's
is
very
not.
obscure.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
he
not
can-
add
But here's
Ragman.
no
He
listen.
can let
This
him
is
go if he wants
this is
to,
why I
but
would
he
be
doesn't have to
interested
hold
in
him.
Ragman, because since Mortal Kombat 2, we've not seen a proper Shang Tsung.
That's
And
true.
Ragman would be interesting because it would be cool to start him with a special.
Okay.
And if he could hit you, like maybe he gets a hold of you and he like takes part of your soul or something, and then
Yeah,
he
right.
gets your special that starts powering up and different things like that. Or if nothing else, maybe you could do some things like he gets his own like 3 or 4 moves. But then, just like Shang Tsung used to, where you could hit like up, up, down, down, and he would become Sub-Zero, maybe you could do that, and like
use-
his cape would turn red. And while his cape is red, all of his moveset becomes Superman. But it only lasts for like,
Right,
15
something
seconds.
like that.
then
So
after
it'd
he
be
uses
more
a
like-
couple moves, he would go back to Ragman, and you'd be used to fighting him, and all of a sudden he'd take the Batman stance.
So basically, that'd just be like his power button. It'd be like up, up, down, down, circle.
Something
Or
like that. Or if nothing else,
Or back
Semi-random.
circle.
if they
Kind of like
want
Green Arrow.
if they want to make it super easy and kind of random, they could play the Soul Calibur bit. When I hit circle, it randomly generates one of the people in the game as my moveset.
There you go.
All right.
That would actually be kind of cool. So
No.
you know what? I think out of the 4, I did like the first 2. Swamp Thing, not so much, even though he is pretty pimp sounding. I think I'm gonna have to say Ragman out of your
I got
4.
one thing to say about him. Someone so broke like that can come up with a better name. That's all I got to say.
Would you rather him call him, or would you rather he call himself Quilt Man?
So
Or the Ragamuffin.
who are you
yeah,
bringing
that's
in?
You know, it's actually a toss-up between, I think, 2 or 3 people. I would love to see the original Green Lantern, but that's probably going to come out as like a DLC
Right, a
costume.
or something, yeah.
So far, I haven't seen any indication that even the people that could have gone that way have gone that way, though. Like we could have seen a Kyle Rayner costume or something like that, and we haven't.
I don't
even,
know. It's,
Even with Batgirl, they could have released DLC for the costumes, which nobody in the DLC characters have got a costume yet.
well, they'll
But
probably get those
could
next
they
season.
could have given her the solid black costume where the mouth and everything's closed off, and you wouldn't have had to have known that she was still Barbara. You could have been the other person.
So
But we haven't seen any indication
Yeah.
that it's going to happen yet.
well, as I said, that's just like one of those ideas. The original Green Lantern, I actually got to read most of Blackest Night. I didn't get through the entire, story arc for it, but I did get to see some of it. The original Green Lantern is pimp.
Yeah,
That guy stood there for 7 days, just like, you ain't getting in here, just go away.
Yeah.
That's
So I thought that
this
guy was
stuff
awesome.
Is real
Yeah.
magic. Like
Yeah, so he can't
the other
really-
guys are powered.
Speaking of real magic, though, I would like to see Zatanna.
Yo,
Zatanna.
Zatanna would be awesome to see. I would actually like to see her.
cool. I like her.
So,
I just don't know how her mechanic would work,
Yeah,
because she can
that's-
do
It's
anything
Raven.
she wants.
Yeah, she's
Just make
not
her like
Raven.
Raven.
She
I don't-
makes Raven into an absolute mockery.
All she can say is like, Raven die backwards, and then she
And then
dies,
Raven
and
dies.
that's it, and that's end of game, and it's like, oh.
well, you tone it
Yeah.
down and switch
That's
around.
just
a
like
bit.
in Blackest
I mean-
Night that her dad
Dad
was
came
like,
alive.
everybody dies. And she was like, everybody live.
Yeah, they said it back and forth, back
No!
and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, because literally that's all they have to say is anything they want to happen backwards, it happens.
Yeah.
That's their power.
That is awesome.
That is kind of ridiculous.
It was pretty epic though, because he was like, "Oh my God, the vault got it," or all the people in the vault came back to life. She's like, "Shit!" So she said a thing. She's like, "I'll be right back." It disappeared. Then it showed her and her dad, and then he's like, "Everyone died." She's like, "Everyone lived." So it's just panel after panel after panel after panel of them saying this, and then finally she's like, "Fuck this, we're going somewhere." Blah blah, and they go away, and they're gone somewhere else, and they just disappear. And everybody's like, "Oh, are we good? Are we
Because
we're all good then?" 'Cause-
Woke up,
Everybody
poke with a
would've
stick?
died.
yeah. Like,
Are they dead, or are they just dead?
So I
Yeah.
don't think they could do justice to a character like her. Is
No,
my
they
biggest
probably-
issue.
They
it would
probably
still
make
be
her too
kind of
weak.
cool if they were able to, and then to add her into the game.
It's just kind of like they give her to you in things like she was also in that there was an old Justice League game that kind of played like Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
The one on the PS2?
Yeah, and they gave her to you in that, and I was kind of super disappointed because she's not even close to being what she's supposed to be.
I still used her
The-
because I like her.
The other
she's
person I would actually like to see, Greg reminded me of, and that's
Yeah.
why I said I was on the fence, because I forgot he's DC,
Yep.
is John Constantine.
And
I would
he's
actually like to
huge
see
right
Constantine
now. I mean,
come in.
People love him now because he's on the Justice League Dark comics.
Well, on top
And
of that,
he's the fucking
technically,
boss. He does
technically,
whatever he
even though
wants.
Scorpion is a ninja, he's still an undead ninja.
Yeah.
So who better to fight that guy than Constantine?
Ghostbusters.
Or the Ghostbusters, but they're not DC.
Yeah.
Freaking Venkman comes in.
I got something ridiculous for you,
What?
Captain Kirk.
Oh, damn it! I forgot. They are DC.
They were DC for a long time. They were in charge of the Star
So
Trek.
yeah, no. Better yet, Scotty. You want to know what his special move would
That's
be?
an off-the-wall joke,
Wait,
though. It's-
if Scotty was the character added in, all he has to do is just do the super, and all of a sudden, just Enterprise flies
Yeah.
in.
But no, so far
But Constantine would probably be pretty sweet to have.
Yeah, so I agree with that.
I'm not a big fan.
I don't
of
like
him in
Constantine
general,
at
but-
all.
I don't know what he would do. He'd kind of be like Joker. So I don't know.
A little
Except
bit.
worse.
Except what word?
I'm sorry, I don't like Constantine.
But
at
one
all.
of the things that he could do for like his ultra or something like that, he can take you into hell.
That's true. He can do. I mean, he can do stuff.
Oh my
like that.
gosh. Kind of like Scorpion does now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's just copy and reuse. Yes. No.
Jeez.
No,
Wrong version of hell.
reverse Flash, that's all there is to it. I'm sorry. Okay?
Man.
Well, there's 4 of us and 4 DLC characters.
Reverse Flash, and then Black Flash, and then Wally West.
You're still missing 1 character, guy.
No?
That was 3.
Was it?
There's 4. I can count. Apparently,
Bart.
you can't.
Bart.
Okay,
Yeah,
There's a
let's
lot
just
of
get the
Speed
entire
Stars, yeah.
Speed Force
just to
together.
finish it off, your final choice would be,
Reverse Flash.
Reverse
your
Flash.
final choice would be, out of everyone you've heard,
Ooh, man. Out of everyone I've heard,
Or out of-
I don't want a double of anybody. That's the thing.
Right.
I don't want a double of any fighting style. So I'd probably go Ragman after what you said, because that's,
Yeah, Ragman would be
I
pretty
didn't even
sweet.
think about that, dude. But
I
that would
know.
be more in
He's
that.
so-
that would be
he's
more
so
with this
wild
guy
and
than
obscure.
anyone else, Yeah.
Honestly, I would have to say Constantine, just because it'd be different, and it's more of a normal guy.
Yeah.
But
that's
he can
why
still
Ragman
use
is
like holy stuff with
Yeah.
him. So that would actually be kind of interesting to see how that would turn out.
the person I want more than anything,
I swear to God, if you say swamp thing, I'm going to punch you in the face.
the person I want more than anything is Power Girl, but I know
Okay.
it's not going to happen, so I'd have to say if they add someone to the female rosters, it's got to be Supergirl.
I will
I'll
agree
agree
with
with
you.
that.
I will agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I won't agree with you. Your character sucks.
So this has
Would you
been-
rather the original Green Lantern?
So this has been the Chairs again with a podcast for our views on the Injustice DLC, and as they add more DLC, we'll come back and we'll let you know what we keep thinking. So anybody that's interested at all, there's a comment section down below. Leave some comments there. Let us know what you think. Who would you like to see in it, for that matter? Video responses are always welcome, and as always, there's a little thing up there, and if you click it, it'll take you to all our other videos. There's like a little R or Reploid Productions or something. I know it's up there. This is YouTube. But see you guys later.